Our fixer-upper has been 2 years in the making, so it's about time we share a progress tour with you. This house has undergone a multitude of changes, and I'm so privileged to now welcome you into our forever home, our safe space. This huge space was the formal living room before. It had a door that led to the backyard and a fireplace right next to it. During the construction phase, we sealed both the door and the fireplace and decided to convert the space into a dining room instead. I'm glad we went with this design because it would have been a waste of space to have 2 living rooms facing each other. A dining room is perfect for hosting our loved ones. On top of that, we also added a storage room for all of my home decor and utilities. At first, I was hesitant to add this because it would make the dining room much smaller, but the extra storage was so incredibly worth it. Next, we have our original family room. This was the room that won us over because of the beams. I knew exactly what to do with this space as soon as I laid eyes on it. During construction, we sealed off the 2 windows, added an electric fireplace, replaced the sliding door with bifold doors, and raised the flooring by 6 inches so it could be leveled with the rest of the house. This is what the family room looks like now. It's even more beautiful than we imagined. I can totally see the mid-century personality of this house shine through. Different spaces lend themselves to different styles, and our home definitely had a mid-century edge to it. I learned through this renovation process that it's better to lean into the home's personality than to fight against it. This beautiful mid-century-modern room is now where we host our small group Bible studies. Despite the spaciousness, I love that it truly feels like home. Perhaps the biggest change we made in the entire house, however, is the kitchen. There used to be a load-bearing wall with a weird window separating the kitchen from the family room. So during construction, we tore it all down. This was what the kitchen looked like before. I believe it was renovated in the 80s and had a cute little breakfast nook, but it wouldn't have worked if we wanted a kitchen island. So we got rid of the load-bearing wall to turn the space into an open plan and installed a large kitchen island. This is what the kitchen looks like now. I requested a built-in fridge and freezer so it can blend seamlessly with our cabinets. Nearby is John's beloved coffee corner. I love creating little thoughtful spaces for my husband to enjoy. It's little details like these that make a renovation more worthwhile. Besides that, the kitchen also comes with a good amount of storage. I love the thought of giving everything its own home, so having ample storage helps me to mentally and physically declutter. Feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want to see how I organize my home. Another interesting space that I got to design was our powder room. Before, it had a black sink, black toilet, black tiles, and a black shower. Some people might like it, but I had a different vision in mind. We tore out the shower to make space for more storage and just got very basic mid-century fixtures as a blank canvas. Now, this is what the space looks like. I mixed 2 different wallpapers for more visual interest, since this is the main restroom that our guests use. I wanted it to have that wow factor, but still feel very cozy and homey. If you're interested in the wallpapers, fixtures, or anything else from this home tour, I linked it all on my blog at girlandtheword.com. A little down the hallway, we have our guest bathroom, although it's really meant for our future kids, so we call it the kids' bathroom. This bathroom used to be quite narrow, and the door even hit the toilet. What an interesting design. To widen the space, we had to tear down the sink wall and completely take over the closet in the other room. This is what the kids' bathroom looks like now. We replaced the built-in tub with a freestanding tub, installed a separate rain shower, and also installed a farmhouse vanity with an apron sink. I love all the details of this calm and inviting space, especially the minimalist wall mural and the whimsical wallpaper. The last room in the hallway would be our 4th bedroom, although we had plans to turn it into a home gym ever since we laid eyes on it. The bedroom used to have a door leading to the backyard and a closet on the other wall. Because that closet got taken over by the kids' bathroom, we sealed the back door access point and converted it into a new closet. This is what the gym room looks like now. I wanted it to feel energizing and playful, but still relatively calming. All of these murals were so fun to paint, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Next is my office. This room was originally the dining room, which makes sense because it's right next to the kitchen. But because we already converted the old living room into our dining room, we freed up space for it to be my office. We didn't do anything to this room except ripping out the crown molding and repainting everything white. This is what my office looks like now. Since I have so many crafts, hobbies, and creative ideas, I wanted to keep this room as plain and organized as possible so I can think clearer. The vibe I wanted to go for was an in-home craft supply store, and I think we achieved it. Of course, I had to include my pottery wheel because pottery will always be one of my top favorite hobbies. Next are the stairs. Yep, I even had a whole Pinterest board dedicated to how I wanted my stairway to look, and the builders did a fantastic job bringing it to life. Transitional spaces are often forgotten in major renovations, but I knew this would be a high-traffic area, so I kept it sleek and modern, with the only grand display being this floor-to-ceiling window. Upstairs used to be one large random space with no specific function. There were a few lonely couches next to a computer desk, but not much else. During renovation, I decided to replace the gas fireplace with an electric one for safety purposes, and then DIY a little altar/reading nook. Now this is where I do my devos in the morning and play board games with John at night before we sleep. It's my second favorite space in the whole house. The first space is my family room. On this side of the sitting area, there was absolutely nothing before, so I had the idea of installing a large wardrobe to once again increase our storage capacity. It's pretty surreal to see this idea come true, especially at 1/10 of the cost that I thought I would have to shell out for a wardrobe this big. IKEA is awesome, guys. Next is the main bedroom. Before, you were greeted by this massive bed and not much else. And to be honest, I still don't know what to do with this space yet. I installed a vertical shiplap wall to add some texture to an otherwise boring space, so for now, this is what it looks like. Not much to say about that, except the canopy makes our bedroom really cozy. I got it from Urban Outfitters. Highly recommend. Here comes the real star of the show, our old upstairs bathroom. Yup, someone made some bold, creative decisions with the pink everything type of vibe. There was even a landline next to the toilet. I saw the idea behind it, but the execution left me wanting. So we ripped it all out and started from scratch. We replaced the bathtub with dual rain showers and tiled it all the way up to the ceiling to give the option for a steam shower if we wanted it later on. We also separated the toilet into its own water closet and installed a dual sink vanity. Dual sinks are a game changer for relationships. Well, that's 2 years of progress summed up in one video for you. It's not lost on me that we're very fortunate to have this beautiful home, especially at our age. But it wasn't through our efforts alone. We were only able to purchase this house because my single, widowed mother, who doesn't speak a lick of English and dropped out of junior high, worked for 25 years to save enough money for our down payment. My jaw dropped on the floor when she approached me with this gift because she had always been so frugal. I didn't know it was because she had plans to leave behind a grand asset like this for her future descendants. That's why no matter how many snarky comments I get from strangers, family members, and even friends that, unintentionally make us feel guilty for having this house, I've resolved to stand by the truth. This house came at the price of my mother's blood, sweat, and tears, and now it's being used to bless dozens of believers every month and bring the gospel to hundreds of thousands of people online. I'll continue to steward it well so that the blessing will never end with us. Thank you for following my journey, and I cannot wait to share our next chapter with you.